Hi guys. So I remember I said on my last Frontier video review that I was gonna do a review on Montego Bay, our family vacation there for spring break. So here I am to do the review. So like I said, the flight with Frontier, it was cool, it was fine. So it was just a 2-hour flight from here in Atlanta, so not too much that I really expected and nothing crazy happened. So Frontier flight was okay. We stayed at the Royal Decameron, Cornwall, and it was all right. Last time my husband and I went, his grandma had passed away, and we went for the funeral, and we stayed at the S Hotel. That was sweet. Like, customer service was on point. The hotel was clean. The food was nice. Chill little vibe. So I really liked it. So I say that to say because when we was at the Royal Decameron, I was just kind of like, So one thing I gotta remember when we do travel that I do tend to forget is that check-in at the hotels are at 4. So I can't really complain about this part. So we got there our flight was early. We left 3 a.m. to the airport. So I want to say maybe 6. So we got there to Jamaica at about 8, get to the hotel about 9. Forgetting. But they check us in and put the wristbands on you because it's an all-inclusive. So it's my husband, our 2 youngest daughters. And we were there about 9 o'clock. And yeah, so they asked for like email, copy our passports, and which I really don't be feeling. But I know that's kind of like standard procedure because as Hotel had did that. I don't recall anywhere else we went, like Cayman Islands, and they asked for a copy of the passport. But, your personal information, I just don't really feel comfortable with that. So, they do all that piece and we're checked in, and the lady that checked us in was okay. But I was so tired because we left to the airport like 3 a.m. And, I'm like, dag, I wish we had a room or whatever. So, my husband Jamaican, so I'm kind of pushing him like, go see if you could talk and, ask them, chop with the room. But, I get it. They, got to wait for the rooms to be clean. People have to check out, clean the room. I'd say about 1. So there's like a lobby. So in the lobby, there's couches and they're comfortable. Like you can lie down on them and sleep and stuff like that. But, we had our luggage with us and we left it with the bellhop, is it? So, we were able to go in the suitcases, and my youngest daughter wanted to go by the pool, and because we were checked in, we had the wristbands, we could. So my husband took my youngest, and they were by the pool. She changed into her bathing suit, and they were by the pool. Maybe I think like 1 o'clock, so we didn't have to wait until 4. I think maybe 1 or 2 o'clock we were able to check into the room, so that was good. And then also while we were waiting, we were able to get drinks, which are free because it's all inclusive. We got drinks. Breakfast wasn't over when we had first got there, so they let us eat breakfast. And then about 1 o'clock when the room was ready, we was able to go upstairs, shower, change our clothes, come back downstairs and have lunch. So I don't think it's anything on the hotel. Like anywhere you go, right? So any organization, any place is just gonna have good people, bad people. Chick-fil-A always seems to get the good employees somehow, very professional, like very courteous. But some people at the hotel, I was just kind of like, ugh. So they have like a hut grill thing. I forgot what it's called, something grill. So when they were by the pool, and I was like, oh, remember they have that grill? I'm hungry. Let's go get some jerk chicken. So, we get the girls and we started to walk over there. And so the older girl is 11. Now, I don't think we walk over there with them. We went to go see if it was open because we couldn't remember the times. So as we approach it, I'm like, no, honey, I think it's closed because I see most of the employees outside just kind of like gathered, and then they had the rope going across. So my husband asked just to be sure, and he's like, oh, is this the grill? She was like, oh, what grill you talking? You mean da-da-da-da-da? So me being me, but my husband don't really like for me to say stuff. But I'm just kind of like, okay, if we got the name wrong, what's the issue? So she the whole time her face skin up, and I'm like, really, chick? So it's like, all right, Cuba, it's vacation. My husband don't really sweat stuff like that. He's just like, yo, people gotta have, manners, how to talk to people and stuff. And I'm like, for real? Because what she's screwing up her face for and skinning up her face? Like, if we didn't know the name, we didn't know the name. So, another employee steps in that work at the grill and was like, oh no, yeah, it's called whatever, and we open from whatever time to whatever time we close for today. So we just walk off. So next day, of course we tell the girl like, oh, thank you, whatever, and we walk off. So the next day now, we go back to the grill, and my husband, he went outside to go meet one of his family members. So I'm at the table with the girl. So you just sit down and somebody will come service you. Well, they're supposed to come and provide service. Nobody come, nobody say anything. And I'm big on customer service because I don't like spending my money somewhere and people have attitude and all of that stuff. I don't hesitate to walk out. So I'm just kind of like, really? Because my thing is, you could at least say something like, oh, hi, I'll be with you in a minute. Or, okay, just give me 1 second. So some parts of the hotel, I was just like, they got to do better with this customer service thing. So for dinner and stuff is the same thing. Well, they seat you for dinner. So they'll seat you for lunch and dinner in their main, I want to say the main dining area. They'll seat you, if it's called like the main dining area. And they're pretty good with that. So people will come over and, offer the drinks and stuff like that, which is the grill part that I was kind of like, I don't like attitude. So that was it for the hotel. Yeah, it was clean. Like, they did a good job when they come and clean up, because sometimes you come back and you're like, did you clean? Where's like towels and stuff? So they did a good job with the housekeeping part. That part was okay. I did ask for an iron that we never got, but it's all right. And funny thing is that, like, I believe you pray, God will always guide you. But in a situation even as small as this, because before we was leaving, I was like, Kiva, iron out all the clothes before y'all go. And then I was like, no, hotel gonna have an iron. Well, like, yeah, I should have ironed out all the clothes. But so we went to swim with the dolphins, and that was really, really good. But when we first got there, so the tour bus driver was cool. We were late because we went to the ATM to get some money out, because I was like, oh, we have to tip like the driver and stuff. And this dude was taking long in the ATM. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Are you making the currency? So we get to the ATM, and so we was about maybe 5 minutes late, nothing really too crazy. So we get on the bus, say good morning, and I'm apologizing, sorry we were late. And after that, we get to swim with the dolphins. The driver was cool, cracking jokes, funny. Everybody on the bus was cool. So we stopped to use the restroom. We get to we didn't stop to use the restroom. That was the cruise thing we did the next day. So we go to the swim with the dolphins. So, we in the line, we waiting. This couple is like screaming at the girl behind the counter because apparently they didn't have the right reservation, or it was something with their reservation. She don't raise her voice. She don't say anything to them. She's just trying to help them. So she's just talking about like how, oh, this and this is the case. This is how you could get it resolved. And I think they had to end up paying or whatever they did. So fast forward, I come to the counter, and same thing with us, but we had the reservations, but we also booked the yacht cruise. So I'm going through all these things because they didn't have one of the confirmations, because we each did different like encounters. So I think myself and my youngest was just like the regular swim or something like that, but it was different. So it was two different bookings and they didn't have one of them. So the guy, the one they did have, I'm calling out the number to him. He's like, yeah, that one I have. And then I call out the second. So I hand him the phone because he like stretched his hand for it. So I give him the phone, let him write down what he needs to write down. Then when they're looking for the second one now, I found it and I was like, okay, it's right here. I hand him the phone. So he hands it to the same girl who was helping the other people previously. And she write down what she needs to write down. So she's trying to hand him back the phone, but he's still trying to help me. So he's not reaching for the phone. So my girl decides she's going to just fling it on the counter. So I let him finish what he's doing. And I'm like, no, I don't like that. Don't fling anything at me. So I can confuse now. I'm like, no, because that couple that was here before, myself and my family, you didn't act like that with them. And I said, don't fling stuff at me. We're paying money too. And there's no need for that. So the guy's like, no. He's trying to diffuse the situation, in which I wasn't like rowdy. I was just upset because I don't like stuff like that. So we get into the gift shop and the guy follows behind me. He said, no, she was trying to pass me the phone. And I said, yeah, I did catch on to that she was trying to pass you the phone. I understood that. I said, however, when she didn't have your attention, she could have said to me like, here's your phone back. She didn't have to throw it on the counter. So, he did apologize for that. And, my husband was like, yeah, I don't like stuff like that. He was like, Kevin, I'm going to see our pet the phone. I'm like, she did. but he's like, yeah, I know that my attitude and stuff like that. So he didn't like that piece. But so we end up going. So we go to swim with the dolphins, and the instructors, so they have royal encounter, swim with the dolphins, just like a regular one, and then you have the observation when you're just watching the dolphins. So we didn't do the royal encounter. That's when they do like 2 dolphins and all this stuff. So we didn't do that one. We just did the regular swim with the dolphins. But get in the water now. So they gear you up with your life vest. You cannot bring phones. They have lockers you pay for. You put your stuff away. But you don't have to pay for the locker. I didn't know that. But if you're comfortable leaving your stuff, they do have like little cubes by where you sit and they do their orientation. There's cubes there. So if you feel comfortable leaving your stuff there, you can leave your stuff there. So we didn't know at the time, so we ended up paying for the locker, but all good. So we gear up now. So we did buy swim shoes for the kids, but we didn't have any. So they tell you to take off your shoes anyway, and they put you in the life vest. So walking down, she's like, okay, as you walk down, it's going to be a bridge you're going to be walking on. So we're walking on the bridge, and then all of a sudden we start slipping. My daughter grabs onto me, the older one. She's grabbing onto me. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to grab her, forgetting we're wearing life vests, so we're supposed to float. So she's trying to grab me. I'm trying to grab her. My husband got the youngest baby, and like my youngest is 5. He got her. He's trying to hold on to her, grab me, grab the 11-year-old. And it was just kind of like, oh, in the beginning. So now I'm nervous to go into the water. But my 11-year-old, she's not really like the scared type. So she still want to go in the water, swim with the dolphins. So she went out into the water. The rest of us kind of was a little nervous, but the instructor was really, really good. So if you see the pictures that I'm going to, include in this, it'll look like I'm out in the middle of the ocean with a dolphin, but no. So the instructor was good. So she just let the dolphin swim over to me, and I'm, doing the pictures with the peace sign and holding the mouth and all that good stuff. So I enjoyed it. And plus, we sing to the dolphin while he danced. It was a he, right? Yeah, while he danced and stuff like that. Then after that, we had, it was finished, but we were scared to come off the bridge. The bridge is very, very slippery. The bridge in the water that you walk on. So, but the girls did tell me, I had another set of 2 girls who was right next to me. And they was like, no, as soon as you step off the bridge, you're going to float. The life vest really does work. So, and plus I saw it by my daughter, but while she out in the middle, I'm just like, oh gosh, anything, I'm gonna have to go swim to her. So, that piece was cool. Like I like the lady who did the swim instructor, the instructor for the dolphin. Afterwards, you go in the bathroom, change your clothes, you can purchase the pictures. And the people, the other lady who helped us purchase the pictures, she was really, really cool. So, but before you purchase the pictures, there's like you eat, it comes with food. So they had curry chicken, jerk chicken, you pick one or the other, white rice or rice and peas, and a salad. And, it's very rare when you go to a restaurant, you get salad with, Caribbean food. The majority of the time it's like cabbage. So I was kind of glad for the salad, because I like to eat the salad. And the food was good. It was really, really good. And they have ice cream. So the food is included. The ice cream and stuff is an additional cost. So I had got a mixed drink. It was good, because I told her, I was like, no, on the rocks. But she still ended up making a frozen drink for me, frozen daiquiri. But I had to go back to her and tell her, like, this is good. I was like, because I don't like frozen drinks. They taste too watered down. But it was good. The frozen drink was good. What else? Sorry, you have to pay for even like soda, stuff like that too. So we bought like the soda and stuff, juice for the kids, and my husband had a beer, I had a daiquiri. Went back to the hotel, just chill out a little bit. It was nice. So we did also book a cruise. So it's called the Catamaran cruise. And one of the things I asked the lady when we were booking, because we booked our excursions at the hotel. So one of the things I asked the lady, I was like, is this kid friendly? Because even like here in Atlanta, like I gotta really research places, because I don't want to be, with my kids and people twerking all over the place. Like, so I gotta just, make sure. So she was like, yeah, that's why it's the earlier trip. So that's in the morning, and then the adult one is in the afternoon. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So when we got there again, it was the bus. This was the one we was late for, because we went to the ATM. And it was like, we were like 5 minutes late. We apologized to everybody, said good morning. They do stop for you to use the restroom. It's not a far drive though, maybe 40 minutes. And there is a bathroom on the boat, but they do stop for you to use the restroom. And it's at a souvenir shop, so you could buy stuff too. That was the Catamaran cruise, the morning one, because that's the one that's family friendly, kid friendly. And they serve snacks, so that's included. It was beef patty, so they had beef and they had vegetable, and then they had the banana chips, and then the drinks were free. That's included in the price. So they had rum punch. I don't know what else they had because I only had the rum punch. I want to say maybe rum and coke too, but I only had rum punch. So, you know, they get to a certain part in the ocean, they do the snorkeling, and we had tipped the guy because he took our 11-year-old. We said the 5-year-old is too young, and we didn't want to do snorkeling, but the 11-year-old, she really wanted to go. So one of the guys, the crew members, took her, and he has them on a, you know, the donut, the floating device donut. So they hold on to that, and they're wearing the life jacket, they're wearing the fins, the goggles. They do a presentation on how to wear the equipment correctly before. So we let our daughter go. You know, we're watching her with the guy, and another lady had let her son go, who's maybe a year or two younger than my daughter, and they're both holding on to the donut, and you know, they're doing the snorkeling activity, and she enjoyed it. And I could say from the look of it, it was really nice. Get back on the boat, they're playing music. So they play I don't really remember like R&B, but it was reggae, soca coming down to the end, one or two soca songs. And it was a nice excursion. It was nice. We stopped at Margaritaville. You don't get much time there, but you stop there just long enough to maybe, and you eat on the boat, so you have the little snacks, so you won't have time to order a meal from there. But our hotel was not far from, or the Cameron is right there by Margaritaville. But of course, yeah, we got back on the boat, but you know, you won't have enough time to like order food because it's like crazy packed. It's the long time before the waitress can get to you. If anything, could grab a drink if it's something different than you want from what they had on the boat. You know, like you have time to grab a drink or maybe grab souvenirs, go to the ATM, which we did have to go back to the ATM again. After that, the boat comes back, it docks, and you get off the boat. We went back on our transportation, which was like the little maxi taxi minibus, and we head back over to the hotel. That was only 2 excursions that we did in Jamaica. They were okay. If you guys got any questions, you know, just drop it in the comments and I can answer it if I can. I didn't get much video because, like, you know, when you're traveling with kids, I was just kind of like trying to sort them out, make sure it's okay, and you know, but I did get pictures, and I'm gonna try to include whichever videos and stuff like that I can, and pictures and stuff like that. But you know, Jamaica is always a vibe. It's a real cool place. You know, like I said, we went for the funeral before, so we didn't really get to go to too many places. We just went on a strip like one night, and we had some drinks with my husband's school friends, and just even that was a vibe. But there's a lot more stuff that I want to do in Jamaica. I plan to go back at the end of the year with my best friend, and then also maybe for my birthday with my husband. We're thinking about it, but not Montego Bay, Negril, you know, for my B-Day. You know, Sumfest is coming up in July. We looked at that, but you know, we waited so late to kind of like really say, okay, we want to go. And then what else is coming up? Dream Weekend, that's coming up. But again, you know, we waited too late, and I'm a person like, I'm not one that could be like, oh, just any hotel. No. It gotta be like, you know, up to par for me. But if you have any questions, just let me know. Drop it in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share my video even if you want to. And like I said, Jamaica, it was a vibe. Like, it's cool, you know? And I will see you guys again in another video. Take care.